Is it hot in here? Or is it just these books? Be more than human. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is J.R. Carroll. I am the author of the More Than Human novels. And today we're going to have a little bit of fun here. My wife has been getting into a lot of romance books recently, and more than just romance, she's liking the dark, smutty romance. And the first big one she got into was Haunting Adeline, one of the most popular dark romance books. And of course, curiosity, killed the cat, and I like shiny things. So I seen the cover and I was like, oh, pretty cool cover. Let me take a look. And yeah, if you know anything about it, it's kind of crazy. But now she's got me into them a little bit. I've read both of the books, and she has a dilemma. She has overbought books, did her own little smutty book haul, and can't decide which one should be next. So she came up with an idea and said, hey, why don't you read the back of these books and tell me which one you think I should read. So I'm going to read these for you, and we'll try and make sure, we don't go over the top with this, but I'll give you my reaction, and then I'll tell my wife what smutty book she should be reading. The first book on our list here is called My Dark Romeo by Parker S. Huntington and L.J. Shen. Not a bad cover, I've seen a lot worse in the romance genres, but let's take a look here. Some Romeos deserve to die. It was supposed to be a harmless kiss at a lavish debutante ball. A clandestine moment with a handsome stranger. Ooh. But unlike his namesake, my Romeo isn't driven by love. He's fueled by revenge. All right. I'm all good for a nice revenge story. I've even written a revenge story. Well, let's see. To him, I'm a chess piece. Leverage, his rival's betrothed. Ooh. To me, he is a man deserving of poison and a dark price I refuse to marry. He thinks I'll accept my fate while I plan to rewrite it. Ooh, she's tough. She's tough. And in my story, Juliet doesn't die, but Romeo, he perishes. Ooh. Okay, all right. Nothing too crazy. Revenge, someone she doesn't want to marry. All right, now this. Okay, all right. I already see the top of this book, and I can already tell this one's going to be a little crazier. Twisted Ink by A.M Mccoy, and in the top of the book here, it says, "What's hotter than one tattooed man on his knees?" Let's see if you can see this. Now this cover isn't quite as quality as the other one, more of a photograph. But all right, let's see.
Don't judge me.
Being a romance writer means drawing inspiration from many things, and when I met Dalen, I knew I had the perfect muse. Ooh, so we got a writer in here? Okay, all right. He was everything women read about. Tall, tattooed, and irresistibly delicious. Now all of the romance books that I have read so far, yeah, she's not lying. They're all tall, tattooed, and indeed delicious. All right. Oh, did I mention successful too? Of course, he's got to be rich. Because he can't take you out to all the fancy places if he's not rich, right? All right. He swept me off my feet and right into his bedroom, where he awakened things inside me. I only... I'm sorry, guys. I had only ever written about. Okay. He's awakening things she's only written about. Okay, all right. He was the bad boy who rode a motorcycle and I was the good girl next door. Yet together we were perfect. Or so I thought. When he invites his childhood best friends, Trey and Parker, terrible names, to stay with us, I realized right away there is more than meets the eye to their lifelong relationship. Turns out, Dalen wants to share me amongst all three of them. We're going way beyond the love triangle here. We're going to a love quartet, if you will.
Reverse harem. Thank you very much.
All right. So we have another one by A.M Mccoy. Sinister Vows. An arranged marriage mafia romance. Well, telling you right off the bat what it's about. I mean, they're not gonna. I don't know if that's to optimize search or something, but I like this. I like that cover a little bit better. That's not a bad cover. All right, she's got the font small on this one. I was sold to the Don of the Italian Mafia. Man, okay, this one's starting out rough. When I was 12 years old, now at 20, I've been summoned to Nicholas Capozzi's home, a man I've never met, for my wedding day. Arranged marriage. Here we go. No wiser of what it means to be the wife to a man like him, let alone what goes on between a husband and a wife in the dark. Nothing less. I was assured it was all part of the plan. It's always part of the plan. Always. Step 1, marry the Don. Got it. Step 2, provide him with as many children as he requires. Gross. Step 3, live silently and dutifully as the wife to the most powerful man in history. Oh, come on. And all those are in the book. I'm not ad-libbing or anything. The only thing standing in the way of completing such a simple plan, you ask, the blessing ceremony on the eve of my wedding, the most outdated form of torture imaginable on a pure bride like me, and something my family had been doing for centuries. Yet when I found myself dressed in white atop the ceremonial bedspread and offered up to the deviant priest as a sacrifice, the man that walked into the room wasn't at all what I expected. Don't even get me started on what he did to my body during the ceremony, or what carnal things he made me feel while he did it. All right. We are not playing around anymore, okay? This is TVMA, people. Get your trigger warnings. My future marriage was supposed to be blessed by the ceremony, paving the way to a peaceful union between our families. But if that was the case, why was it the man from the night before that consumed my every thought as I walked down the aisle the next day? Ooh. I mean, it's not a long book, but that could be a winner. That could be a winner. All right, let's go on to the fourth and final book. Sheridan Ann, Pretty Monsters, a dark stalker romance. All right, that's not a bad little cover there. All right, Stalker Romance, right in line with Haunting Adeline. So let's see what the back of this one has for us. I'm addicted to my stalker. Of course she is. Of course. He watches me at night, sneaking in through my living room window, and making my blood turn to ice. I feel him all around me as chills snake down my spine. Each night he becomes bolder, getting closer and welcoming himself into my bedroom, feeding his addiction. Of course he's addicted to her. When I feel the warmth of his skin brushing over mine, it's getting hot up in here, people, okay? It's getting knocked over. When I pretend to sleep, terrified of what he plans to do with me. But when he touches me, my whole body comes alive. I've never seen his face, and I don't even know his name, but I want to. Of course she does. She wants to know him. Every part of me knows this is wrong, but I can't bring myself to lock the window, to tell him no. Never tell him no. He thrills me, but living life on the edge doesn't come without consequences. There's always consequences. He's sick in the head, addicted to this infatuation and obsessed with his messed up mind games. Keep playing games. But maybe I'm just sick. Maybe I'm just as sick as he is, because whether I like it or not, I'm addicted to my stalker. Oh my gosh. I don't know what my wife is gotten herself into here. But which book should I pick? They're all quality smut. But I am going to go with the Mafia Romance. I think it's got just enough weirdness, but there could be a story in here. My wife will have to tell me if there's a story or not. But it looks like it's going to be Sinister Vows by A.M Mccoy. So, yeah, that is the video for the smut picking for my wife. But you all remember, be more than human.